What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan. I'm coming at you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's what I said, Mo news. M-O news that you can use. And here we are, moving forward as we prepare for the combine. Yeah. As we try to figure out who stays and who goes. That's where we are, guys. And this is something I want to talk about, but then I don't want to talk about. To be honest with you, it's just, this is the business of playing football. You show your loyalty to the team. You do everything you can to remain on a team. Then comes the business. The business kicks in. Now it's all about negotiating. It's all about, will I continue to be a Cowboy or will I be playing somewhere else? It's the nature of the beast. That's just the way it is. I remember the most exciting part of my life was watching my son actually get drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, sitting here and getting a call from Jerry Jones. It was a great feeling. And one of my most downtime in my life is getting that call from him and he letting me know that he was released as a Dallas Cowboy player. Tough time. But that's the business. Unfortunately, he was able to go and play 2 more years over at the Arizona Cardinals, which after 2 years, he decided to retire. It's a lot that goes in with this football stuff, people. There's a lot that goes on. As fans, we sit and we watch the game and we root for our team, and we're excited when they're winning and we're pissed when they're losing. Try being a parent at this time of year. That's several players out there. Some are well off and pretty much stable enough to where, hey, if they release me, someone like Zeke, he'll be okay. But it's not him being okay, but he still feels he has something to tank. And he wants to continue to be a Dallas Cowboy. But that all lies in the hands of the general manager, the owner, and the coaches. With the salary cap, knowing that we're $7 million over the salary cap. And decisions have to be made. I remember, like it was yesterday, Jason Garrett sat there and told me, he said, yeah, he's doing great. Yeah, he just keep it up, keep doing what he's doing. He's going to be all right. That's what they all say. But it's a numbers game. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. It's about the necessities. The necessities kick in. What's needed? Well, we might have too many linebackers, so maybe I don't want to cut him right now, but let's just see. So they give you 3? There's 3 cuts, and it narrows down each time there's a cut. Woo! See, as fans, we don't see that, but as a parent, I remember sitting in the family section, Patrick Creighton family, Sam Hurd family members up there. It was Jason Hatcher, all those guys, parents and loved ones and wives and children. One thing I noticed when I sat up there, coming from Texas Tech, where, Red Raider, Recom Tech. Everybody's giving high five and just enjoying the game because it's still a sport in college. But when you get it at the professional level, it becomes a job. And that job is something that you have to continue to, time after time, to prove your worth to the team. And it's something like jobs they have today. They come out with layoff lists. So I know we all excited right now, seeing what the future holds for the Dallas Cowboys. But right now, it's really a tough time for a lot of players. A lot of players are in their fourth year of the contract. A lot of players are looking for a new contract. And trying to get a second 4-year contract, it's not easy. The percentage gets smaller. There's so many players that only play for 4 years. It happens. So my prayers are going out to all these players that are out there working out right now to prove that they still belong on the team, working their butts off, trying to keep their jobs, trying to fend off the veterans that want to come in and take their position, trying to fend off the rookies that's trying to come in and take their position. That's what's going on right now, if you didn't know as a fan. But this is coming from a parent. They don't get much time off. Believe me, everybody's working out again. Especially if they're working for a contract. So, yeah, it's a difficult time for a lot of players right about now. But starting with Zeke. Zeke basically has been told that they're going to wait until the agents of the Cowboys basically they'll figure out his value at the combine and then decide if they'll accept a restructured contract to stay with the Dallas, or if Zeke refuses to restructure his contract, he'll be released. Now, I know what Zeke is how he's feeling right now. He wants to remain a Cowboy. And to be told that there's nothing left in the tank, he ain't trying to hear that. Because he believed deep down inside that he still got something in the tank. And a lot goes along with that because we didn't have the best blocking scheme. We didn't have the best offensive play caller. And say what you want, 12 game, 12 game seasons, true that. But as far as our running game, not so much. Just my opinion. But to be told that you have to take a cut to stay on the team, a man is only going to accept so much. Until he start thinking that you're trying to treat him dirty. So we don't know what the Cowboys want to do with Zeke. I'm sure they want to keep him, but with what he counts against the salary cap, there have to be some type of restructure to Zeke's contract. And that's something we'll have to wait and see. See how that goes. If Zeke walks, it's probably because they didn't want to offer him. They'd probably offered him pennies. And you might say, oh, Zeke make $90 million. Yeah, true that. He did. But at the same time, treat him fair. He's willing to take a cut, but don't feed him peanuts. So, that's where we are with Zeke. That's where we are with Tony Pollard. We're not for sure if they're going to even sign Tony Pollard to well, not sign, but put a franchise tag on him. Minimum $10 million. Do Dallas want to spend $10 million on Tony Pollard? Right now, I guarantee you Tony Pollard is working his butt off to get back in shape. He's working his butt off, going through rehab right now. Simply because Dallas is wondering, well, $10 million franchise tag, well, we can go into the draft and probably find 2 good running backs. We might get a Bijan Robinson. We might get a running back in the 2nd and 3rd round for minimum. That's how we did with Dak. Dak was playing for peanuts until he finally got his contract. So Tony Pollard is another one that is uncertain what the future holds for him in Dallas. He hadn't been told anything. Right now, the general manager and all the front office are doing the numbers game right now. And along with that, all the agents of these players are making phone calls just in case. They're calling other teams. Tony Pollard, hey, what's going on? Just in case you didn't know, we might not be with the Cowboys. So, he talked to the Jets, talking to Cincinnati, talking to the Saints. It's what these agents do. It's their job to get out there and promote their clients. Which leads me to Donovan Wilson. Yeah, Donovan Wilson's another one. Uncertainty. We're just not sure if Donovan will continue to be a Cowboy. Now, right now, they have a projected contract for Donovan Wilson. Basically, that contract's, poses a 2-year, $11.5 million contract, which will be $5.75 million per year with $7 million guaranteed. It's feasible, but some things have to happen. We have some players on the team that the Cowboys got to figure if they want to keep or release. We also have Malik Hooker. He's another that we're not sure that he will be a Cowboy. So all these guys right now, which we know Malik Hooker was on a 1-year contract, so I'm sure his agent is on the phone, willing and dealing. But at the same time, Malik Hooker is a veteran. So he definitely got to work his butt off to find another job. Which brings Jabril Cox into the conversation. Jabril Cox, basically, I know we brought him in as a linebacker, but he also can play strong safety. But we're saying Jaron Kearse. What about Jaron Kearse? You kind of get my drift now. There's a lot of shuffling going on. There's a lot of faking and shaking going on right now. While we show up on Sunday to sit down, drink our 12 packs, or drink our wine, or drink our champagne, or whatever, on Sundays to watch a good game, now is the willing and dealing time, right about this time right now. There's a lot going on behind closed doors. Agents are on the phone. Clients are working out. Players are, getting back out there, trying to stay in shape. Again, like I say, he's trying to fend off the other veterans that's looking for a job and trying to keep the rookies from taking his job. So will Donovan Wilson be a Dallas Cowboy? Who knows? There's a lot of things going on right now. And I don't think anything will really actually happen until they actually figure out what they're going to do with Dak. I'm looking at more of an extension with Dak, which would free up a lot of money. Now, I'm going to say $36 million just with Dak alone. That's a lot of money to where you can sign some other players. You can bring some players back. But personally, if they don't do anything with Dak, that means Dak is fighting for a job. And don't be surprised to see a quarterback in the upper rounds drafted with the Cowboys. That's if nothing's done with Dak's contract. I really think they're going to draft a quarterback anyway, but depends on what they do with Dak's contract. People, there's a lot going on. If you're you're $100 million quarterback, there's some things going on with him as well. He has to do better. He's probably working out right now as well. Everybody's job is in jeopardy. No one's safe unless you got 3 years left on your contract, at least minimum. So that's where we are behind closed doors while we're waiting to hear what's next. There's a lot of willing and dealing folks. We got a long ways to go. We got the combine coming up. Then we have the draft. Then we have OTAs. Then we have training camp. And let the cuts begin. So you'll have some signings. You have some releases as well. But it has yet to be seen what will be done with the Dallas Cowboys. And also, we want to welcome, as we talk about our Dallas Cowboys, we want to welcome Sharif Floyd. Sharif Floyd is one that was drafted as an All-American at Florida, where he played under the current Cowboy defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn. They know that. He was drafted first round of the 2013 NFL draft by the Minnesota Vikings. Sharif Floyd is 31 years old and has already spent time at the Cowboys training camp last season working with the coaching staff. Now he has officially joined the staff. So welcome, Sharif Floyd, to the Dallas Cowboys. We want to say welcome. So that's where we are, folks. Again, the jury's still out about Donovan Wilson, but this is one I definitely would love to have back. This is a kid that is Dan Quinn's secret weapon. This kid finished. Did I tell you his stats? Wow. Let me show you what his stats. His 2022 stats: 17 games played, 1 interception, 5 sacks, 101 tackles, 77 solos, 9 quarterback hits, 7 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. That's a damn good resume, folks. So we need to figure out a way to get this man signed back to the team. But again, like I say, it all starts with what they do with Dak. And I think there's going to be a couple of cuts of some veterans on this team. And we might be surprised, we might not be surprised, but it is yet to be seen. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you on that note. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Donovan Wilson and some other players. So do me a favor, if you get a chance, please hit the like button below, comment, share this video. But I want to say thank y'all to everyone that has helped this channel grow. Without you, there would be no Cowboy Huddle. So with that being said, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Aye.